What are you guys doing? This is against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law, sir.
On your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're in a government
you
facility.
You can ask me for
Where's
my
your
ID and I can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
be in a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to film in this
That's
building.
not a
government
crime.
facility.
That doesn't mean this is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your rights.
And I'm going to hold you accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just grab. That doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building. I'm a journalist. I have freedom of
Like I
press.
said,
You want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your supervisor.
Come down to the police department side and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. Don't touch me again. You touched my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
Welcome back to CT3, Best ID Refusals. We break down the best ways to refuse unlawful ID requests and expose police overreach so you know exactly how to handle yourself when cops push past your rights. Stay sharp and stand your ground.
You work for the
Please shut
supervisor's
this out
office?
because you're not allowed to film here without a permit.
Ma'am, why are
How
you
you
becoming
doing,
so
sir? How can I
hostile?
help you?
How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb, Farmington Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
Okay.
He doesn't have a permit.
I don't need a permit.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'd like that shut off
This
so
is-
I don't want
Exits
anything
this
on
way.
it.
You could turn it off, or I could take it from you.
Don't touch me.
You
If
can
you are
leave.
you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
But I want that
okay.
filming, whatever's on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I want
Don't.
it
I'm
wiped off
walking
the
out.
phone.
Turn it off.
I want
This
it
is not
off
against the
phone.
law. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Turn it
I'm
off.
trying to. You're trying.
Turn off the phone.
I am trying to walk past you to
Turn off
leave.
the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't. I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Turn
What are
it
you guys
off.
doing? This is
You're
against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law,
On
sir.
your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're
And
in a government
you can
facility.
you can ask me for
Where's
my
your
ID and I can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
be in a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to
You
film
are-
in this
That's
building.
not a
government
crime.
facility.
That doesn't mean this is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your rights.
And I'm going to
You're
hold
in
you
a-
accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just grab. That doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building.
Don't have a
I'm a
permit.
journalist. I have freedom of
Like I
press.
said,
You want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your
Come
supervisor.
down to the police department side and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. Don't touch me
touch
again. You touched my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
You need a permit to film in this
No,
building.
I do not.
Yes, you
do.
do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a
Town
town code.
ordinance.
It's not a law. Where's
You
the
don't want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go get him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's
I'm
good at what
sorry.
his job, I'm sure he'll
Are you trying
educate
to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom of press.
I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You
for
obviously don't
filming,
understand
and
I have a right to freedom of press, ma'am.
You do not have the right to film in this
I
building.
do. This is a public building.
Did you pay $5,000 and
This
I
is
issued you a permit?
You're talking about for commercial film. Again, you need education. Go get the town attorney, please. You're talking about commercial filming, ma'am.
I'm not going to have you dismiss me like I'm some peon. Okay?
Ma'am, you've been treating me bad. You've
No,
grabbed my
ma'am.
camera.
You're
Please
walking
get me a
around this
supervisor, sir.
So come with me to this side and we'll get the supervisor.
Please get me a
This is
supervisor.
the town hall side. Come with me to the police department side. We'll get the supervisor.
Don't touch me ever again. Please excuse me. Get out of my way. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that.
Come on.
No, I don't trust this guy behind me. He's
All right,
a loose
have him
cannon.
Walk in front of us then.
Loose
walk with
cannon.
you. He can walk in front.
Loose cannon.
Come on,
Uneducated.
come in.
What are you in training, man? Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with
Why is he
you?
in training? Where did he get the indication he's in
Because
training?
he doesn't understand that I have the right to film, number one. Number two, he puts his hands on my equipment, which he cannot do.
Right, but you don't have the right to film inside for no legitimate reason, which is what he was trying to explain to you. That's what we're trying to figure out.
First
what
of all,
you're
no one
filming for. Like,
exactly. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I'm working on a story at City Hall. I have to go see the town clerk.
Right.
to do a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay. But you don't do that at the town clerk, though. That goes to the records department. The Freedom of
No,
Information.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about for the police department. I'm not talking about for the police department, sir. I'm talking about for the town.
Okay.
For the town. So that's why I need to see the town clerk.
Okay.
But escalating the situation like that, that's not cool. Grabbing my camera, you know, ordering me to leave a public building. You have no authority to order me to leave a public building. I'm conducting business, constitutionally protected business, and I'm getting public services here. Just because I have a camera in my hand doesn't mean anything. I have the freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist.
Right.
And if somebody would have talked to me instead of trying to grab my phone and order me to leave a building, they would know all of these things. That's why de-escalation is so important.
And I'm sitting here talking to you.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate you for doing that. Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Macara, 218.
Macara? 218. Thank you.
Good morning. All right, my name is Mike Boyce. I'm the sergeant here at Orangetown PD.
What was your last name, sir?
Boyce, B-O-Y-S-A.
Boyza.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You requested to speak with the supervisor?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Officer Califf,
Okay.
completely unhinged and out of control.
Okay.
Completely.
This situation showcases a lack of understanding and respect for constitutional rights. The employee's assertion that recording is not allowed within the premises without paying $5,000 for a permit reflects a misunderstanding of the fundamental right to the freedom of the press. The First Amendment protects an individual's rights to document public spaces, especially when those spaces are funded by taxpayers. Equally troubling is the response of the police officer who arrived at the scene. Instead of conducting the proper investigation or clarifying the nature of the recording, the officer immediately sided with the public employee's uneducated actions, attempted to confiscate Sean's phone without due process or understanding the issue. Keep in mind the $5,000 permit is typically associated with commercial uses of public spaces, not individual citizens exercising their right to document governmental activities. This misinformation laid the foundation for a problematic escalation of the situation. As we know, Sean immediately followed up with a formal complaint on the officer and the public employee, as you can see in the rest of the video using the link below. Let's continue.
I already told you where we were staging, man.
You told me where the press is staging.
Yep. You said you were press.
I am
so
press.
You cannot record from here. You can go over and speak with the sheriff.
Where's the sheriff at? Can I get your
County department. Yep.
your business card?
Yep.
Shall I run my plate so you know who I am?
It doesn't come back to you.
My plate doesn't come back to me.
What's your plate?
Well, you've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what I don't even know
Okay.
what my plate is.
What's your name?
Well, I'm not going to give that to you.
Okay. Well, we're gonna seize your camera as evidence then.
It's live streaming,
Okay.
and you can't do that. It's unconstitutional.
Yes, I can actually, because there's possible evidence on it.
There's absolutely, it's all live streamed. Do you
Here's
understand
my
how that
card.
works?
You were given a chance to leave. Yep.
And I did.
You
I
can
left.
shut it down. Yep. And I
came
told
back.
you where we were press was staging. You were claiming your press.
I am press.
And I told you where to go to get updates.
That would be
from
the
this.
camera.
This is a dangerous zone. It's the hot zone, okay?
There's
you
been-
understand what
you know how
that
many
is?
cars I've
We're gonna
seen?
seize this, okay?
So you're taking my phone.
We are seizing it.
You don't have the right to touch my stuff.
You want to stop it, or do you want to just let it run?
I don't want you taking my stuff.
Okay, you were told to
You're
leave.
stealing
you did
my
not.
stuff right
Do you
now.
want to stop it, or do you want to
Are you
just leave
taking
it run?
it?
I am seizing it as evidence.
You're taking my
yes.
tripod.
Yep.
You're taking
it's
everything.
all attached. I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to break anything.
And then I need a receipt for the evidence you're taking.
We'll get that to you. We're going to obtain a search warrant, and we will do the search on that, and you'll get.
You
the
know there's
property back.
case law on this, right?
Yes, I do. I do. Do you want to stop it now?
Nope. Now you don't have permission to end anything.
Okay. 3135 dispatch. I will be seizing a phone.
Can I
You wanna
get?
take the tripod
Can I
with you and
get
just
your
leave the phone?
business
Okay.
card too?
Do you want to take the tripod with you and just leave the phone with me?
I don't want you touching any of my
Well, I know.
things.
I'm giving
You're
you the
stealing
option.
my equipment right
I
now.
will let you take all of it but the phone right now.
I need my phone.
You want to just go ahead and place them in cuffs?
Go ahead, turn around.
Front or back?
Back.
Just for my report, what press organization do you work with?
Just so you know, this is deemed unconstitutional. I'm telling you right now that you're stripped of your
And what
qualified
amendment is it
immunity.
that I'm not...
It's right
abiding
in
by?
my front pocket. If I'm out of handcuffs, I
No,
can
just
hand
tell
you
me.
my
Just tell me.
Constitution.
What amendment am I infringing upon right now?
The first.
Okay.
You know, you swore an oath to uphold that,
I
right?
did.
How long have you
Yes.
been a deputy or in law enforcement?
Probably longer than you've been here.
Standing here in
Yeah.
handcuffs?
Yep.
Yeah. So you've been violating people's rights since then, huh?
That is your opinion.
Oh, well, that's a fact.
That is an opinion. I am going
And
to
there's no
consider
evidence
this.
on
Yes.
that.
We don't know that until we have execute a search.
I just told you that, and you could go on YouTube and see what it is.
Here you go. We're going to give that back to you when we get going here, if we don't end up going to Steele County.
Here, you initiated there.
You want his head camera too, or no?
What's that? Yeah, why not? That's part of it too.
I should grab it.
You want me to grab my camera? I'm in handcuffs. Oh, you're gonna break it. You just lift it all off my head. Pull off my hood. Yeah.
Wow, this cop's ego was front and center here. Obviously, this cop wanted Minnesota News Now to go exactly where he wanted to go, along with the other press. However, this is a free country, and we can go wherever we want to go. If this was a hot zone, these cops could have easily taped off the crime scene, and then there would have been a clear barrier on where Minnesota News Now could have been. But unfortunately, these cops have egos and are tyrants, and they did book him on 2 charges, 1 obstruction and failure to obey. They did confiscate 2 of his cell phones and a camera, which is very unfortunate. This is the definition of a violation of a constitutional right. In the First Amendment, it says we have the freedom of press. It doesn't say we have the freedom of press, but however, if a cop asks you to stand a certain place, we have to stand a certain place. That's not in the Constitution. Like we always see, most of these cops do not abide by the Constitution. They say, what amendment? First Amendment? Oh, I don't care about amendments. Pretty much what this officer said here. But shout out to Minnesota News Now for not backing down to this tyrant. Good luck fighting this case and with your future lawsuit.
Putting an article together out in the area. An article together of these cars out here. I was inside City Hall. She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Spoke to the lady out front and told her I'd be out here just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them. And
Do you have any identification on
I do not.
Okay, I need to see
I left it all in the car.
know who you are when you're out here casing my place. I don't know what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming, that's all.
Okay, but you say that, but I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
Okay, why are you out here filming police cars and looking into police cars and tags and stuff?
Just for general public knowledge, that's all.
Okay, I need to see some kind of identification.
I don't have any on me.
Kind of identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you can step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get yours. Okay?
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant Peavy.
You're a sergeant. Is there an officer above you?
Huh?
Is there an officer above you?
The chief of police.
Chief of police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
You might want to go get him.
Okay.
Because
Go tell Chief.
you're above your jurisdiction out here, partner.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can show you that. I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
Well,
No, sir. Right
first
now,
off, I'm free to walk.
Reasonable suspicion
of what
right
crime?
now, which is why I have
Of what
you
crime?
stopped.
Of what
Okay,
crime?
And I'm going to gain
suspicion of what crime? You're avoiding that question because you know you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what
It is
crime?
not normal for somebody.
Are you
to
a
walk
law
into
enforcement or a
Are you
normal
gonna talk over
enforcement?
me, or would you like me to explain it to you?
No, see, you're digging yourself in the
Would you
hole
like
now.
me to explain
It's
it
not
to you?
normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to be normal in order to be a...
No, sir.
Okay, then. You just answered your own question.
Reasonable suspicion,
Of what
and I'm
crime?
going to identify
Of what
you.
crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain
I
it
don't
to you?
want to like anything.
If
I
you'll
just...
stop talking, I'll explain
You're
it
right.
to
I'm
you.
going to stop talking because I'm going to
You've
keep doing what
asked
I'm
me.
doing. All right,
No,
bye.
you're not going
You
anywhere
can,
right now.
you cannot
Not
restrict
until I
my...
identify
You
you.
can't restrict my movement in this public area. You can't do
Absolutely,
it. No,
I can
you
at the moment.
You cannot.
You're not
The
under
Supreme
arrest, but you
Court.
are being
Okay.
detained until I find out. who
Detained
you
for
are.
what crime? Tell me that. And after you answer that
Until I
question,
find out what you're
after
doing.
you answer that question, tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for. Let me hear
Your
it.
attorney got nothing to do with
No,
it.
no, no.
That's
He, no.
between you and your attorney.
He has
I
it. No,
don't
no,
care
no.
about
Between you and my attorney. You're going to call
I
this
need to
department
know
a lot
why
of money.
you're out here
I don't have to
filming
tell
police
you a
vehicles.
damn thing.
Huh?
Are you the chief? How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. Yes, you are irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, is it normal or is it illegal? He said it's not normal. I said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at that yellow sign that's on the building over there.
Did I
see what it says? Authorized personnel only.
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
So
this
why
is
isn't
where
it?
they drive through here?
So why isn't they
Because
their
of
sign there?
Hurricane Michael, actually. we haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that we had, there was a concern actually that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands that as well.
I would like for you. I would like for you to tell him that on camera,
What I want
please.
you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public, all right, it is our job to go out and find out what's going on. You know, if a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal behavior.
But is it illegal?
Okay. So that gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed a crime.
I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
So after he talked to me,
but
can I talk, please? Because you've said more than enough to answer all his questions.
Okay.
You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a crime being committed, correct? So with that being said, let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that.
I'm trying to determine.
So what crime do you see? There's a camera. There's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot in your mouth, you idiot.
We received a call in regards to you videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that was an individual casing this place for a potential robbery? Okay. So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, all right?
No, I am not joking at all.
Those sweet
and you
ladies.
have to understand, what is today's date?
Those
Today
sweet ladies.
Is September the 12th.
The day after 9/11, and my heart goes out to every family that lost a loved one.
So some of these individuals are still edgy.
So those
about
sweet
it.
ladies called
when
you
have
after
an
I talked to
individual-
them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into areas that are for authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked him. I said, hey,
I
listen,
understand.
I'll be down this hallway. She said, no, there's a sign there. I said, yes, ma'am. I won't go past that sign.
That is what prompted us to engage you in conversation to find out if what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming, by all means, have at it.
Don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to
He's one of my employees.
Honor your oath and tell this man that I am allowed to film as long as I stay within a publicly accessible area. Please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me.
He just heard me say it.
But I want you to tell him.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay?
So you won't correct your officer in public?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not correcting him.
Well, can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told him.
I want to document you telling your sergeant. I want you to document you.
Everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This isn't going to YouTube. This is going to the local news media because that is unbelievable that he's going to tell me that suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
Yes.
You know you did.
I am going to allow him to do that because I explained to you the circumstances.
But was there a law?
We received a call by the general
How you doing,
public.
buddy?
I have the right to find out.
So we have the
You don't have that right. I got a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
Right.
I have a right.
Now, let me explain something.
No, I'm not insulting.
No
The truth. No, I got a First Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right. So,
it is on video, and the whole world's gonna see it. Okay, and I hope your family doesn't watch social media because they're gonna see it too.
Over.
It is.
All right.
Y'all can go back inside.
You have a wonderful day.
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still haven't identified.
And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Follow suit. Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you don't tell me anything.
I bet you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice
I bet
day.
you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice day.
I promise I will. Please leave. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
There's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, the thing is
tell your sergeant to swallow his ego and leave.
I'm asking you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to de-escalate. No. I'm de-escalating.
It back
How?
up because you're trying to belittle this individual.
No.
So
his ego is in
over.
effect. And now your ego, because you're telling me I'm belittling. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm done talking.
You're creating a scene out here.
I'm not creating a scene.
Necessary.
Y'all came out here. Adios. Thank you. I will try. I will. Please, y'all be safe out there, all right? Y'all be safe. I told you he's going to walk back inside.
As we know, filming police cars in a parking lot is well within our constitutional rights. It's important to note that exercising one's First Amendment right to film in a public space, especially when documenting matters of public interest such as police activities, is a fundamental aspect of freedom of the press. News Now South Carolina actions were lawful and protected under the Constitution, as he was engaged in the exercise of free speech and press rights. Therefore, the demand for his identification and the attempt of detainment by the sergeant was unwarranted and was an attempt to infringe upon his constitutional rights. Keep in mind, without a sign or an official notice indicating restricted access to the parking lot, it would be considered publicly accessible. It's concerning that law enforcement will use such a pretext to compel the individual to provide identification without reasonable suspicion of criminal activity or a legal basis. This clip documents the importance of knowing your rights because this incident could have easily been escalated with the sergeant acting like he owns the parking lot and the individuals within it. By watching this back, I hope the sergeant and the chief can look at themselves and bring some accountability and transparency into that department. Let's continue.
What you got going on today?
Nothing, chilling. What's going on with you?
Cool. Trying to make sure everything's all right. You got your ID on you by chance?
For what? Why I need my ID for?
Because you're parked in a public park after dark.
Public?
Yeah.
This is what you just said. Public.
Yep. After nightfall, it's you're no longer allowed to be in a public park.
That's not true.
Okay.
That true?
Well,
is that law?
That's 100% law.
No, that's not by law. And can you run my tag? Me sitting what now?
You're 100% at the public park. You're parked here after dark. You're a suspicious vehicle.
But wait.
I have to check.
No, you do not. That's law.
So you checking.
Here's the thing.
You checking. You're
100%
good.
right.
Hey, what's your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
You don't have no badge number?
No, my name's Amazon. It's right here on
Amazon,
my chest.
and you ain't got no badge. You ain't got no badge number.
Yep.
No badge number. And I'm Flores.
And what's your name?
Flores.
And you ain't got no badge number.
No badge
Okay.
number.
Okay. Here's the thing. Regardless, you're making something out of nothing.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Sir.
I know my law, and I know when you in the what now.
But
Okay.
we're in a public parking. Yeah,
Here's the
I
thing.
see what you're saying. It's after dark, suspicious.
Yeah, and as long as y'all
just-
stuff is fine, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
We're sitting here. We're fine.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. At this point in time, like I said, I'm conducting an investigation to make sure everything's cool here. At this point in time, do you mind?
What's the investigation? And what's the proper what's the proper call? Why I got to show you my ID?
Because you
if I
parked
did
in a blacked
no,
out.
is that's a crime? Did I commit a crime?
I'm trying to investigate.
Did I
That's what I'm
Did I
saying.
commit a crime?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to investigate that.
No, this is not a crime. What we doing? I'm not breaking the law, and I ain't got to show you my ID, sir, if I ain't breaking the law.
Okay.
Right or wrong?
All right.
It's on right or wrong.
Here's the thing.
No.
Once I begin
How
conducting
can you run my
investigation-
tag? No. We not doing.
Well, here's the thing. You gonna let me talk? You gonna talk? I can't talk over you, man.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to be respectful.
Just go ahead.
Have a
Okay.
beginning to
No,
you.
just go ahead.
I'm explaining to you what it is that I'm doing. You're parked in a place.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on just a second. Okay. Like I said, at the end of the day, look, you're parked in a location where I mean, I ain't trying to be mean or funny. I ain't saying y'all do anything wrong. But at the end of the day, this is a location where we've been known to find all kinds of stuff. Look, man, all I'm checking is make sure.
Well, we're not that. I mean, you
Okay,
can obviously
I don't know that.
see.
I don't know that.
I'm letting you know. but
it ain't your job for you to know.
It is my job to know.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. My job is to find suspicious activity.
Did,
make sure
did
it's
we
fine,
commit
and
a
then keep it
crime?
moving.
Did we commit a crime, sir?
My job is to find suspicious activity.
That's not a crime.
Suspicious activity. That's a very vague word to use.
Well, it's subjective. It's not vague. It's subjective.
It's vague. It's a vague term to use to do exactly what you're doing. We're not. You see it here. We got food in the window. This movie playing.
Okay.
Man, you
There's
committing
nothing
our violation
suspicious.
rights, man.
Suspicious
That's what you're
going
doing.
on. Some suspicious.
No, see what's
is like,
up. That's what y'all doing, committing our violation rights. Listen to me. We didn't commit no
I
law.
believe the
We
term
didn't.
you're looking for is violating your civil rights.
Well, you know what you know what I mean,
Like
and
I
that's
said,
what
at
you're
the end of the
doing.
day-
You know what I
100%.
mean, and that's what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you jump to your own conclusions, but at the end of the day, like I said, all I'm trying to do is make sure everything's kosher here.
And we
Everything's
told you
fine.
everything good.
Everything's fine. Okay.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Once I begin conducting, basically, for lack of better terms, this is a traffic stop. At this point in time, I mean,
It's traffic stop.
behind you.
It's not a traffic stop. Listen, everything you saying right now, you being recorded, so you better be careful what you saying. You know you. Oh no, get going.
Okay, here's the thing.
So this is a traffic stop.
Here's the thing. Well, for lack of better terms, I mean that's basically what I'm doing here.
Look
All
what.
right.
No.
At the end of the day, listen.
I wanna hear what
Are
he's
you gonna
saying.
listen to me?
Go ahead, sir.
So like I said, all I'm doing, look, your tags have come back clear. I don't. They came back to a
I know it's
Teresa or
clear.
something
I'm a
like
veteran. That's how I know. I'm a veteran who used to be.
So how this a traffic stop? Hold on, baby. How this a traffic stop? And we ain't going away.
Listen. I'm telling you right now that you're in a suspicious location. Look, all I'm asking is, hey, provide some sort of ID. That way, if anything goes wrong, we can at least say who we talked to. You said this is your vehicle?
Yeah,
you were Miss Teresa?
I am.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't catch the last name, and I'm not trying to call you out of your name or anything.
I'm not saying that you're trying to call me out of anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to be respectful and call you by the right name. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
So, hey, at the end of the day, listen, we ain't got no calls on here or anything like that on any of y'all.
It's not like you say. That's what you was sitting there waiting for, right? Y'all ran the place, number one, already.
Yeah.
So you ran the place, you got it back. It's clear. Yes, it's clear. You want to know why? Because I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran who served and retired out the Army because I don't do shit because I make sure I stay clear. I made sure when we got here, I looked for any sign that's saying about trespassing after a certain hour because I know this is a public park.
Okay.
And with a public park, usually if it's after a certain time frame, there's no trespassing after this hour in this park.
Yep.
I made sure I didn't see anything like that.
Okay.
So once again, why do we got to provide our ID? If you looking at me, usually, because that's what usually happens as a female, it's the female that's getting hurt, but they can't say nothing over here.
Then ran the tag.
Or whatever the case may be. You ran the tags to see, it's clear. I'm telling you, I'm good.
Yeah.
So what are we about to start here?
Well, no. At this point in time, like I said, I've got your information. That's fine. I just wanted to make contact with my driver. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, I have the legal right to do that. I'm not about to.
No, you don't have the legal right to do that.
You gonna let me talk? You gonna talk?
What you saying? You not telling?
I'm trying to be respectful.
No, it's not about respectful. What you saying is not making. No, we didn't break any law. You didn't supposed to run.
I'm still here talking to you, so I'm comfortable.
No. Listen. What you saying right now? Okay.
Can I just wrap this up?
It ain't nothing to wrap up, man. I'm gonna let you know. We didn't do nothing wrong. We didn't commit no crime.
Cool. Hey, look.
You ran my old lady tag.
That's fine. Hey, give me a second. You gonna give me a second? All right. So check this out. I don't have a problem with y'all being out here. I ain't got no calls, like I said. Y'all stuff came back clear. Hey, just do me a favor. If and when y'all do clear out, just be super careful. At the end of the day, like I said, hey, I'm gonna trust that you got your license. I ain't pushing that issue today. I ain't got time for that. I'm not trying to do all this extra paperwork, all that other good stuff. All right. So like I said, hey, if y'all are good, we're good.
I'm good. We good.
We told you we was good.
Okay. Here's the thing. I just gotta check it out. That's my job. I ain't trying to say y'all ain't.
You go ahead. You okay?
Okay. Cool. Okay. So we're good. No questions, anything like that.
No, sir.
You said
we good. Go ahead. We good.
Right, cool. Well, hey, guess what? Y'all have a good night. That's all I'm trying to do. All right.
Thank
Hey, y'all
you.
be safe. If y'all need anything, y'all holler at us. All right.
Okay.
This clip was very entertaining to watch. It had some humor in there, but more importantly, it had some learning lessons. The driver, Big Money ENT, was not backing down and was not caving in to this cop unlawful orders. Like I just said, don't be afraid to challenge these cops because they will lie to you. They will say anything to get your information. For starters, this was not a lawful traffic stop because the vehicle did not commit any traffic violations. So if anything, this was a consensual stop, which means this cop has no lawful right to detain these citizens. However, the officer may ask questions, but you have no obligation to answer them. Keep in mind there are 3 different encounters you can have with a cop. 1 would be consensual contact, like this one. 2, an investigative detention, where the officer has reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed. And 3 is a custodial detention, where basically you're going to jail. So know which type of stop you're in when you encounter an officer. Let's continue.
How you doing, officer? Pretty good. What's your name, badge number, ma'am?
Deputy Clough, and the badge number is 184.
184. What I'm trying to convey to these folks here in the building that I'm an investigative journalist. Okay. I'm coming here to gather content for a story. Working on the story on this public health department.
Okay.
What I've conveyed to him, her, and several other people downstairs that I'm going to document the building. Okay. And then I'm going to grab a couple of FOIA request forms and book on out.
Okay.
So obviously they called you here for me, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So which is a waste of resources. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I mean, the issue is that it's like a secure building, and so I think you'd probably have to make an appointment with them if you wanted to come in and do something like that.
Now, think about that. Now, like I told him on their website, it does say appointment, but only for COVID vaccinations.
Okay.
So they say you have to book an appointment for that. Okay. But to just come here to grab a FOIA request, public. How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. And your name and badge number, sir?
Huh?
Name and badge number?
My name is Officer Sheldon. My badge number is 117.
Thanks. Are you recording?
Of course I am.
Oh, well, great. That's great. Well, that's beautiful. Like I was just conveying to your partner here.
The only issue that is that, so maybe there's a miscommunication based on what their website says, but then the staff members here are saying that that's their protocol.
Okay.
So we have to just stick with that. So if you wanted to do something further like this, you have to maybe talk to someone who's in charge of the building and make arrangements to do that. Because it's a little unnerving if they don't know who you are and you come in and start, you can understand, right?
I can understand slightly, but the thing is, once you engage me and I tell you precisely what I'm doing, then what's the problems after that? What would be the problem? Like I'm telling you precisely what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything nefarious. I don't have any ill intent. I'm not making any efforts to go past any restricted doors.
Right.
And I've conveyed to you precisely what I was doing. Everything should be good to go. This is public property.
Do you have an ID on you so I can document who I'm talking to?
I can give you my first name is James. I don't really want to provide ID minus a crime, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this point, if they're asking you to leave,
they can ask.
yeah,
they
so
can
are you
ask.
willing to leave? Have you got everything you need and you're willing to go?
Like I just told this young man and this young lady here, I'm going to document the rest of this hallway, and then I'm going to grab my FOIA request, and then book on out.
So let's.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 officers, 8 officers, 9 officers. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm counting the officers that was.
You've already recorded this part, so and you.
Well,
wanna
this
go
part.
that way?
Well, this
So
part.
you want to go to the stairs this way and we'll walk out?
Walk out where?
Ladies.
Walk out where? Exactly.
Which part? What are you trying to record? This part?
This hallway.
Okay, so you've done that. You've got it all.
Well, I haven't done that. Officer, with all due respect, I've just done this.
Let me check in with these guys.
Okay. How you doing, officer? What's your name and badge number, sir?
What's your name?
James.
James, I'm Andy.
Andy. Nice to meet you, Andy.
Nice to meet you too.
You officer, what's your name and badge number?
Kurt, 131.
Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. You, sir? Officer Ellis. Name, what's your badge number? 104. 104. You, sir?
285.
Appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
All right, James, let's walk it out.
Huh?
We'll walk out this way. We'll go down the stairs, and then we'll do your FOIA. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, but I don't want you guys to force me to do it now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the staff on site is asking for that right now.
So the staff hasn't told me anything in terms of right now. What they just told me before you showed up is that they wanted to accompany me throughout the building. So what they were saying was they would allow me to do it if they can walk with me.
Okay.
Did they tell that to you?
No, she's
okay.
Go ahead.
You didn't have an appointment.
That's
I'm
correct.
the facility coordinator.
That's correct.
And with an appointment, I would be happy to walk you with. But without an appointment, and you just, I would. You
just showed up unannounced.
Yeah, unannounced.
Is that? Let me.
It's very uncomfortable for an employee.
So right now you're talking about a policy that you guys have, right? Yeah. Obviously, right? Okay. So there's 3 things with a policy. Policy is not law. Policy doesn't have the force of law. And if I ignore the policy, that's not breaking the law. Now, what you guys could do, if you want to ask the officers to wage war on my rights today in terms of trying to trespass me, then that's going to come down on this department and you guys' department as well. I just told you exactly what I was doing. This is public property. I'm here to file a FOIA, so I have official business here. And in trespassing, 720 ILCS 521-3, you can't trespass from public property during normal business hours. So if I can just finish what I'm trying to do, unmolested, we'll be good to go. Is there a sergeant here? Somebody of a higher authority?
Yeah, he just arrived.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk to him? He's right out front.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure you guys know, what I'm doing. I've conveyed it to everyone. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there is.
It is. Yeah, I'm admitting to it. Yeah, it is one. How did I get in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, UPS lady, I guess she was delivering mail or something. She came out, so she had to open the door from the inside, and I came in when she opened the door.
So you didn't make yourself announced when you came in?
Absolutely, I did. I talked to the receptionist at the gate.
You didn't make yourself announced
Yes, I
when you
did.
came in?
Yes, I did. I talked to the receptionist lady at the front glass.
The door was open and you took advantage of an open door.
The young lady at the glass.
The door
I
was
talked to
open.
her. She seen me in the cubicle.
The door was open.
She opened the door.
The door was open. You took advantage of an open door.
In a public building. That's correct.
And then you came in.
That's correct.
Okay. Is your house a public building?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Is this their house? I'm just saying, you're asking that like you're trying to compare a house to public property.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying.
Did you get your video? Are we good to go?
I'm not done.
Okay, so what else do you need to record so that we can wrap this up? Because we're all tied up here on.
I know, and it's a waste of resources. You're absolutely correct. I agree. And just to pronounce your name correctly, is it Cough?
Cough, yeah.
Cough. Again, I'm going to try to do this to you one more time. I need to file my FOIA, but I don't need you guys to rush that.
Where do they file?
I don't need you to come assert unlawful authority. Officer Cough.
Do you know where you're supposed to do the FOIA at?
Right at the receptionist desk.
They said it's online. I don't know if you do that here in the.
You can do that
She told me I can do it at the receptionist desk.
Well, then let's go down to the reception desk.
I'm going to, but I don't need to be forced to go, sir.
Let's just get going because now you're tying us up. And
I'm not tying you up. I didn't call you here.
Somebody did.
Yeah, I didn't. So how can I tie you up? I'm not doing anything illegal.
Because the people that work in the building were uncomfortable because they didn't know you.
Listen,
I'm just telling you what
I understand, but do you understand what I'm telling you now?
Yes. So how do we resolve this?
Allow me to finish conducting the business that I'm conducting unmolested.
Okay, but nobody has touched you.
Well, you don't have to touch me. They're bothering. That's what molested me. I'm being bothered.
So record. What do you need to record?
I'm gonna record the rest of this hallway like I'm trying to do.
So let's do that.
Okay, but I don't need you guys to force me to do it. So, officer, do you understand what I'm saying? You're trying to babysit me into doing something that I'm not wanting to do at this moment.
Resolve the issue right
it's going to be resolved if you just leave me be. Just leave me be.
Go ahead.
You're going to leave me be?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just standing here.
Okay, great. Did I get your name, officer, in the badge number? Officer Johnson, I see. And your badge number, sir? 161. 161, I appreciate that.
You got it.
This is how Aurora, Illinois gets down, I see, man. 11 police officers, man. 11. This is ridiculous, man. Hey, all you go? Oh, here's the sergeant right here. How you doing, Sarge?
I'm doing fine.
And what's your badge number, sir?
425.
425. Are you aware of everything that's going on, sir? Or can I have a quick dialogue with you about?
No dialogue. Just do what you have to do.
Oh, so you don't want to talk?
No, we have work to do. And you have a mission to
So
do.
you're absolutely correct, but I can't tell you what's going on as a citizen.
I heard you tell these other people.
Well, you wasn't here.
Yeah,
Is your body cam on, sir?
Yes.
It don't seem like it is. I don't see it beeping. Okay. So we see the sergeant, man. We see why the other couple of officers, man, is the way they are, because it comes down from the top. TTA family. He came in, didn't even want to have a dialogue, man. And this is the sign-in sheet, right?
Sign-in sheet, you have an appointment, correct.
Okay.
There's some personal information on there.
Yeah,
Some
anything.
personal information.
That doesn't matter.
No,
that
it does.
matter.
That's why it's called personal information.
That doesn't matter, sir. Anything that you can see in public,
it's called personal information.
it does not matter. How can it be public? If it's personal, why is it in public right now?
I don't know.
And why is that camera right there?
I don't know. Let's just go outside and we can.
No, I'm not going outside. I'm going to file my FOIA right here. you got to go sit down somewhere, Officer Biddle. You acting. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying. You acting tyrant. Work with me. I'm not afraid at all. All these officers, man, this is ridiculous. Wow. 11 officers. That might be a record, TTA family. What y'all think? Well, how many of the most y'all seen?
Speak up because this gentleman is talking.
That's absolutely correct.
That's what I said.
Oh, I know. I'm just helping you out.
Go on the Kane County website because it's online.
Oh, yeah. I can't access online, and by law, I have a right to fill it out in person. If they don't want to provide a form, I fill it out on a blank sheet and turn it in that way. That's law. That's state law. So.
And a paper?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Love the sheet.
Oh.
You want to do it right here, right now?
Oh yeah. If she don't have a form
that pen and paper
that she wants to provide,
he can fill this out. Okay.
Yeah. So Officer Biddle here is acting like a straight up tyrant. We got the sergeant here that didn't even want to have a dialogue, But
I'm willing to have a dialogue with you.
Well, I mean, I'm saying you're trying to walk up on me, man, all intimidating me, man.
What's TTA?
Oh, it's just a family organization.
Of what?
Just a.
Please educate me. Have this dialogue that you would like to have.
Nah, not with you, man. You trying to be intimidated, walk up on me, man, with your chest all out, man. You should, man, stop it, man. I'm just letting you know I ain't intimidated at all. I want you to know.
I'm not trying to intimidate.
I'm just reassuring you, letting you know.
I am not trying to intimidate.
This ain't that, man. This ain't that. You should get back to work.
You don't want to have a dialogue.
Not with you.
You didn't want to have a dialogue with him, and now you don't want to have a dialogue with me.
No,
But
he
yet
didn't.
all you want to do
No,
is
he
have a
didn't.
dialogue.
No, he didn't want to
and
talk
you
to
don't
me.
want to have a dialogue.
He didn't want to talk to
So
me.
you're flipping the script.
He didn't want to talk to me. But of course,
I'm
you're
willing
scared to
talk
say that,
you.
huh?
I'm willing to talk to
You
you.
scared to say that?
What?
That he didn't want to talk to me?
He doesn't work for me.
What you
I don't
mean?
work for him.
He's over you.
The hell he is. I work for Kane County. That's Aurora.
He's still a sergeant. Where your
He's not
bars
mine.
at? Where your bars at, though?
He's not mine.
You ain't ranking nothing, though. You ain't on nothing.
This is the form that they have, and apparently you're supposed to fill it out and mail it in.
Oh, absolutely
That's what
not.
the lady just told
Yeah,
me.
she's told her right there.
No, another lady.
Yeah, they're totally misinformed. State law is I can fill out a FOIA and turn it in at this public agency. The onus is on them to forward it to the appropriate person.
All right, they will go ahead and do that then, but just...
Well, we ain't talking to you, man. Knock it
Let
off.
me see. Let's see what this is. So this is talking about the request online,
That's right.
and then it's saying...
It didn't work. I don't have that.
Yeah, see, basically they're just letting you know how you can do it.
Yeah, this is all she handed me, and she said you have to mail in the request. And this
Absolutely
this
not.
is the only forms that they have here, is what she told me.
Yeah. The thing is...
So I can't produce something.
Yeah, of course
that's
not.
gonna say
So what I'm
that.
trying to tell you, Officer Koff, right? I'm going to make sure I get that right. State law says that there's no standard form, first of all. Some agencies have them, but they don't.
Yeah.
This one don't. So what I'll do is fill out my FOIA on this blank sheet of paper, give it, turn it into her. She'll give me a Xerox copy back, and then the onus will be on her to forward it to the appropriate person, which is their FOIA officer. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Well, I can use this one right here as a...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a pen here, so I guess you can fill out whatever. Yeah.
Oh, like I was just telling you, your partners here, I'll be booking out of here once you guys leave. When you guys leave, then I'll leave.
I think we're all pretty much gonna leave at the same time, I guess. So.
Well, I think you guys got a little bit more important work than me to do, man. So, yeah, definitely.
Did you sign in?
No. Signing in is not a requirement.
Yes, it is. It says here right here.
We're talking about a legal requirement, sir.
It says here right here.
A legal requirement, sir.
It says right here. All visitors must sign in.
So you're going to ignore the fact of the legal word.
It says.
See,
right
that's
here.
that's tyrannical, sir. You see,
How is it tyrannical?
because you're a
It
police
says all-
officer.
It says all visitors must sign in.
Okay, you a police
I'm
officer.
just letting you know. It says all visitors.
Well, that's
must sign in.
insignificant.
But you were a visitor, right?
That's unimportant.
You were a visitor, right?
That's unimportant. If there's no statutes or codes to it, so I don't have to honor it. You know what I'm trying to say. You're a tyrant, man. It's a straight up tyrant, man.
Let's go, man.
No, I'm going. I'm leaving when you guys leave, though.
Oh, we're leaving. Come on.
When I see you pull off, I'll be out of here.
In 2023, we find ourselves being recorded in various public and private spaces by surveillance cameras. Keep in mind, we don't know what these companies are doing with the footage. Despite this, there remains a pervasive discomfort among individuals when they find themselves the subject of someone else's recording. I find it shocking that public workers who are paid by tax dollars react so negatively to being filmed because the act of recording public workers is well within the bounds of constitutional rights, and it seems like this should be part of their training. However, a concerning trend persists where public workers, when faced with being recorded, resort to involving police officers. This reaction raises serious concerns about an infringement on the First Amendment right to the freedom of press. When the police arrive on the scene, their role should be to assess the situation objectively, ensuring that all parties involved understand and respect each other's rights. Unfortunately, instances persist where law enforcement officers misconstrue the law and believe they have the authority to prohibit individuals from recording in public spaces. This misinterpretation is a stark reminder of the need for comprehensive training on our constitutional rights within law enforcement agencies today. TTA did an amazing job explaining why he was there and the constitutional rights he was exercising, and by doing so in a professional, calm demeanor, helped de-escalate the police officers' tyrannical behaviors. The clash between individuals exercising their right to record public workers, including law enforcement, reflects a broader social shift in navigating the balance between transparency and accountability. Let's continue.
Nah, I'm good.
I know you know what you can do, so if you would, please keep a little more distance.
Yeah, I'm good right here.
No, you're not, sir.
Yeah, I am.
You are not good right there.
I'm good right here, man.
Sir, you are not good right there. With you standing there, I focus my attention on you and not my...
No, you don't. Your ADHD ain't my problem, man.
I'm asking you right now.
I'm not here to hurt you, man.
More, okay?
Not here to hurt you. Do your job.
I do not know
Do your job.
I'm not doing my job until you back
Cool. I guess we're waiting.
Staying here until another unit gets here.
Guess we're waiting.
Got a gun.
That's understandable, okay, man?
Got a gun. Got a taser. Come on, bro. Nobody's here to hurt you, man. Just filming.
That's fine, but you know what you need to do. If I'm asking you,
Bro, I'm on public property.
I don't care what property.
Cool. Do your job.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything else. until
Cool.
you give
We'll
me the
wait.
space I need.
We'll wait.
I can do it safely.
We'll wait.
We will wait.
Yeah. Don't give me unlawful directives, man.
You're fine, okay? I know you don't, man.
I'm not here to cause trouble for you either, man.
He knows what distance he knows this is way too close. So they can get dealt with here, so you can stay where you are.
I'm not too close. Get your supervisor on the way here. Get your supervisor on the way.
On the way, I've already
Cool. Here he is. Good.
Don't need to repeat myself again.
What's your name and badge number?
It's Totsky 427.
Cool. Appreciate it. I'm not here to hurt you, man.
You can say it all
I'm here to
you
film.
want, okay?
I'm here to film.
You can say it all you want. If I ask you to back up,
Don't give me unlawful directives. Don't give me unlawful directives. Don't give me yeah, it's unlawful. You have no authority over me, man. Zero. Zero. This is not interference. Interference is physical. No, it's not. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Supervisor's on the way, he'll be right here. That's not
He's talking to me. He doesn't need to talk to me. He needs to do his job. Cool. Do your job. He was in his car when I got here. I didn't say a word. He said it. He started it. Do your job.
Supervisor deals you want to get to, okay?
He's gonna deal with me. I'm lawful, man. Like, do your job.
Yep, as soon as I get enough units, so I can do what I do.
Oh my God, you got 3 guys here.
One's dealing with you. As soon as I get one, I'll deal
Oh my gosh, dude. My gosh.
Hey, just get out of here.
Coward, dude.
Corporal, I just asked him to give me a little more space.
Bro, I'm right here. I'm lawful. Have a good night. Do your job.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
Daniel looks like
I don't cause these dudes no problems, man.
I get it.
Woo, boy.
As long as you're
See.
as long as you're doing
Woo.
we're not worried, man.
I'm not, bro. I don't ever cause you guys
No, I
problems.
know. I 100% agree with you.
He's gonna tell me what the to do. I'm pissed. Never had no problems with you, other than Norlander, man. That guy's a too. Yeah, straight up.
Well, I'm not worried. I figured if it was you, I'm not worried.
I'm the only one here, dude.
Well, we've got a couple others now.
Really?
Yeah, but
Good.
But
good. You guys are good, man.
But unfortunately,
you guys are
the
good.
other two got in a fight the other night.
That's not me, bro.
No. What I mean is they like the 2 other video people.
If that guy wants to drop his badge and his gun and get it, we can get it. Well, that pisses me off, man. I don't ever cause problems.
And I would agree with you, 100%. Okay.
He's got a gun. He's got a taser. I'm not here to cause problems. And if he wants to equalize me, man, look at me.
You do what.
Look at me, bro.
I know. You do what you need to do. Okay. You need anything from me? I'm gonna get out of your hair.
No,
Okay.
you're gravy, man. Hey. Can I get your name and your badge number?
Yeah,
bro?
my name's Ryan Mihalis. It's 377.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you. I'm not here to cause problems, man. Just put them in line.
I got
It's
you.
simple. I understand.
We'll deal with this once.
I don't know, and I don't know the other 2 dudes, but I'm not taking no shit from anybody, dude. I'm not doing it.
I got you.
Not from another dude on the street. And if that guy wants to give me unlawful orders, I'm gonna let him have it. Say hi, bro. Usually people say hi, mom, when they get on camera. You gave me unlawful directives. Can I have an apology, Totsky? Why the f would I have to go to the police department to get it? We're standing right here. Bro, we can be cool, man.
Yeah, and you're gonna cuss and swear? We're not gonna be cool.
What's wrong with that? You don't cuss and swear? Give me a break, dude. Cut me a break, dude.
So this is a perfect example of this cop letting his ego get the best of him. This cop obviously knows who Razor City Observer is and knows he's no threat to him, but his ego was on full blast and would not allow him to do his job. We could clearly see Razor City Observer is at least 10 feet back from the stop. However, this baby tyrant just couldn't help but give his unlawful directives. Luckily, this corporal showed up and respected the citizen's rights and was a good example to the cops watching for the next time they encounter a citizen filming in public. Remember, cops will give you unlawful directives. You don't have to listen to every single thing these cops tell you unless it's a lawful order. Don't be afraid to challenge some of these unlawful directives. Let's continue.
There are signs, conditions of entry, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're green. If you see that sign, if you step foot on that property, you're automatically trespassing, period. End of discussion. So if you don't want to be stopped for trespassing, if you see that sign, don't go there. So, well, you are today.
I've been arrested before. I changed my life, man. I started a business and I went home again.
So here's the deal, man. Right now, we have you identified.
So you can't film this.
What's
This
that?
is privileged information.
What does that mean?
It's private information. It's not public information. So don't try to film my computer.
What do you mean, your computer?
Just what I said.
You have to protect your own information. You know that, right?
My information.
You have to protect that information, not me.
Why do you think I asked you to stand back?
I don't have to stand back.
Sir, he's trying to film your computer.
I can do whatever I want.
That's not public information.
Don't tell me what to do.
Sir, just so you understand, there's a privacy thing that we have to try to maintain. And when you start, if you're gonna try to reach over my shoulder to film that stuff that belongs to him, you're violating his privacy.
He's free to go.
Okay?
He's free to go.
So,
You're free to go too.
You're free to go.
and if you guys currently aren't conducting business on the property, you are currently trespassing exactly like he is. So please, it's Officer England, badge number 8689.
Okay, I'll see you guys out.
I'll see you out, man.
We're gonna escort you out.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna escort you out.
Sir, if you don't leave,
If I
you're
don't
gonna
do
be
what?
under trespassing,
I'm gonna
all
be
right?
trespassing.
So please leave.
What is the time frame you're giving me? What is the
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
So you're saying I have a second, a minute, 5
I
minutes?
don't understand why you're arguing with me.
What do you mean?
I stopped him for the exact reason
You're
that
arguing
stopping
me
right now.
You're
so
arguing.
Please leave.
Let's go. I'm escorting you out.
I'm walking you.
I'm walking you out.
Sir,
don't
please,
touch me. Don't touch me.
Then walk.
Don't touch me.
Then
You're
walk.
making the biggest mistake of your life if you touch me.
Sure.
You are.
Right now, you're currently trespassing.
Don't do
you're
it.
Breaking the law.
Don't do it.
Keep walking.
Don't be stupid.
I'm not the one being
I'm
stupid.
gonna escort you out.
You're not escorting anybody.
Yeah, pull him back. Pull him back. There you go. There you go. Learn your job, buddy. I'm gonna teach you your job.
Please do.
I'm gonna.
Please
I am.
instruct me.
Go ahead.
Please instruct me a
I'm
little bit better.
escorting you out. Come on,
Okay,
let's go, buddy.
don't-
Let's go, buddy.
Walk.
Let's go, buddy. I'm escorting you out. I'm escorting you out. Let's go this way. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm escorting you. Come on. Let's
Please
go.
step off this.
Come
Do
on.
you want a business card for this contact?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Okay. Now you're off the property, so I don't have to detain you.
You're not detaining
I
anybody.
will detain you.
You will not touch me.
I will detain you.
You cannot detain anybody.
Bet me.
You do not have any.
I will
police
detain
authority.
you.
do
You
not
don't. You have
any
no
police
idea who I
authority to
am.
detain
I
you.
will detain you.
So then, who are you?
I'm not going to tell you, but
Okay.
I will detain you.
Okay.
So don't ever.
You do realize that you have to identify yourself.
I
if
do
you're
not.
in the commission of a crime to an officer.
I'm in
and
commission
that
of a
failure
crime.
to do so.
I'm in commission of a
You
crime.
were, yes.
Oh, really? What
Yes.
crime?
You were trespassing. You were not conducting any kind of business on this property.
Criminal trespass is after you've been warned. Before that, it's not a crime, and you don't have to
So
identify.
these conditions of entry sign automatically bypass that.
Right, and you give him a warning and you left. So it's not a crime.
We're now currently outside, yes.
Right.
So he's currently not trespassing at this moment.
So he hasn't committed a crime.
I think that's. Is it? Copy. And
Sir, if I catch you on this property again, I will arrest you.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
I
That's
will
fine.
arrest you.
You can try.
I will arrest you.
You can try.
I can try.
That's okay. Yeah, you can try.
So don't step foot on this property.
You can try.
Sir, I need your bicycle.
Address him too.
I need your rear tire off this property. Your rear tire is still on the.
Are you available to respond to my location?
Your rear tire is still on the property. You're still trespassing, sir.
There's a card for this contact. Please stay off this property. Otherwise, you're subject to arrest.
Yeah, pull forward. Pull forward, officer. Yeah, pull forward. Where's your partner going? He left. Oh, you're dismissed. Okay. He's dismissed.
That's why we're on bikes.
Well, he's dismissed.
I couldn't tell.
I sent him home. I sent him home to his mom, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep. Next time I catch you on the property, I'll trespass you and I'll arrest you. So don't let me catch you on the property, got it?
Respect the public.
These officers harassing the homeless man for walking through a parking deck and threatening him with arrest deserve to be trolled by Auditing the USA. Recording the incident is a crucial element in holding law enforcement accountable for their actions. For example, this situation sheds light on the concerning issue of over-policing minor infractions, especially when it comes to individuals experiencing homelessness. Policing individuals for seemingly petty crimes not only diverts valuable law enforcement resources from more pressing matters, but also raises questions about the department practices. It's important to note that recording information that's displayed in the public, such as the officer's phone with the homeless man details, is not considered a criminal act. Public information displayed in plain view is not subject to the same privacy expectations as information deliberately concealed. So by trying to intimidate the individual for recording the situation by threatening him with arrest, further shows the pettiness from this department.
But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next episode.